Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Joe, how's it going, bud?
Going good, going good. Morning, everybody.
Yeah, glad to see you here. It's been an interesting weekend, a long weekend for me. How about you?
Oh, it's the same.
Oh, I just saw a kitty jumping in the scheme.
Yeah, that's the little one. Wanted to be a movie star today, but it's the same for me since I do crypto 24/7. Birthdays, Christmas, holidays, whatever.
It don't matter.
It's always a Saturday for me. So.
Okay, now on Friday night when we were on Crypto on the Rocks, you were in a trade and you weren't looking too good there. How do you make out?
I forgot what trade that was. I think I got stopped out.
You got stopped out?
It wasn't a huge loss or nothing like that. I had my stop loss, so it was all right.
I get you. Hey, that happens, right? That's
yeah.
the name of the game. And it looks like the notifications are going out slow again, as usual. I don't know. I really am. I'm on the shadow side of YouTube and shit. I'll tell you what. But while we're waiting for people to kind of jump in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, tick the bell icon. You know the drill. And don't forget to follow Joe. His links to his channel in the description of this live stream as well. If you're watching on the replay, obviously the links will be there. So don't hesitate. Show some love on both channels. Appreciate that. All right. Well, you know what? The hell with it. Let's kick things off and people can catch up as they catch up. Oh, wait. We got somebody in the house here. Mike. Welcome. Good afternoon to you, sir. From across the ocean over there. Appreciate you being here, my friend, as always. All right, so we're going to start off with pissing people off first thing in this stream by looking at the debt clock. Now, this, I like to try and do a comparison. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me put this up full screen so it's a little bit easier for people to see. This was now 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, because I did not do this live stream last Monday because I was just coming back from that conference. So 2 weeks ago, here we go. This was the U.S. debt was 35,260 billion. Okay, that's a pretty big number. Well, let's see what it is today. Okay, again, this is meant to piss you off. It should piss you off. Look at this. 35,359 billion. Oh wait, I need to all right, let's do that. That way you can see our aggravation and our disgust. So you're talking literally just under, what is that? 200 billion?
It's too much. That's what it is.
It's insane. That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You know, and you talk to people about the debt going to a tune of growing to the tune of $1 trillion every like 90, 100 days. And they look at you like, well, that's not possible. This is why I like to do this on Mondays, not to honestly kind of to piss people off. So like to wake you up, piss you off, but like more so like, hello, this is a reality that's hitting us in the face every single day.
Yep.
Every single day.
But most people, they don't care about that. They just want their $250,000 for their house, or their that loan or help or whatever the government's going to do if a particular person gets as president. They just want their 250. I think what it was 250, 25,000. I don't even know.
I think it was 150,000. Yeah, 150K. Although that I think that was California specific. Wasn't it 50K?
I don't even know. I hear it and I was like, are you kidding me?
I know, it's like I don't even want to. Yeah, don't even get me.
But we're suffering so bad from that debt, and it's like, oh well, we'll just give out free money that we don't have to people to buy houses. Excuse me, and it just.
Most of whom shouldn't be here anyway, but let's not get me going about that.
We're just going to add to that too. And it's like, man, like instead of trying to chip away at it, they're just like, it doesn't even matter anymore. Let me just add to it.
Yeah, why not? right? Why not? I ain't gonna pay for that. They'll be long dead. They'll be,
Right.
in the ground. They don't give a shit. But I do, because they're stealing from my kids and my grandkids at this point.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. And again, I know we're talking, that was U.S. debt. I focus on that, one, because we're here in the U.S., and two, because guess what? At the end of the day, the U.S. is exporting that debt in the way of not de-dollarizing. Help me. Cutting down the purchasing power of the dollar. I'm having a brain cramp here. Obviously,
Inflation?
my coffee has not kicked in yet this morning.
Inflation?
Yes, that thing. Exporting inflation. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
man. This is
and
almost
just
like Crypto on the Rocks.
yeah, it's just so crazy too, like with the whole inflation thing. Like, but they're trying, they're at least trying to put a band-aid on a sinking ship that has like a cannonball, and they're trying to put a band-aid over the stuff, with the unemployment claim numbers that are coming in and just everything else. It's like, how about you not spend as much as you're spending? How about that? There's an idea.
Yeah,
You know?
there's a thing. Common sense. Stop spending more
Yeah.
than you own, more than you take in. Yeah, I know. Joe, you're talking craziness, right?
Right.
Absolute craziness.
But I tell you one thing that the government will never do, ever, in my lifetime, in your grandkids' lifetime, they will never do this. They will never have their books or count or whatever on the blockchain. They won't do it.
Oh, wow.
They won't do it because, they're spending their money their way and abusing their money. And us, we're the ones who suffer from it.
Amen. Now, it may end up on a blockchain, Joe. It may end up on a blockchain, but it ain't going to end up on a public blockchain.
True.
That's the key. That's the key.
True.
That's the key. Because, then there'd be a revolt overnight. Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. All right. We got a couple more people jumping in. Appreciate everybody. Make sure you, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Tick the bell icon, click the all. And don't forget, smash up that like. It helps, because let me tell you, I am definitely being shadowed around all over the place. It's funny. You remember Rain here was on Crypto on the Rocks, I think 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And he just messaged me this morning, and he found a video I did like a week ago. It just popped in his feed. It's like, are you serious right now? It's like,
wow.
We go. Yeah, it's like, and he said, I think you're being shadow banned. I said, I think you're right.
Yep.
I think you're right. Oh man. All right. Before we get into the markets, I think it'd probably be a good idea to take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. So here are the latest numbers. I mean, and as you look down, because it has historical values here, obviously the current value yesterday, last week, even last month. Now, the numbers might be different, but they're all in the fear category. And even from yesterday to today, we have dropped down to almost extreme fear. Any thoughts about that, Joe?
I love it. Absolutely love it. I love extreme fear. I love fear, but extreme fear, even better. Right now, do I think it's time to start picking up coins? No. Like, we're going to go down. We're going to go down some more. I think, nobody knows for sure, but I think we're going to go down some more. Now, you could, pick up some, you always want to buy in fear. You always want to buy fear. This is how the rich get richer, when the stock market crashes, when there's, whatever events, like they're the first ones who are buying up all these stocks and they just sit on it, but right now, there's so many coins that are literally going below the air market prices right now. So
yes,
I would still wait, just a little bit longer, maybe another month or two. And then you can start dollar cost averaging, $20, $50, $100, whatever you got. But I love it. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's a buying opportunity. I kind of wish I had more money on the sidelines, because honestly, I'd still be decent.
Same.
I really do. Well, I wanted to kind of set the tone. I mean, if anybody is in crypto, I'm gonna guess they check their portfolio pretty frequently, and or if nothing else, what's Bitcoin doing, what's the numbers doing. And Bitcoin went down to, what was it, like 53? 53K, something like that.
Yep.
Guess what? That's you, brother. You're up.
All right. So here we go. Let me bring up my charts. Let's see here. This one is, so you can see my Bitcoin chart, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So of course, Bitcoin's not doing great. Hasn't been doing great for a long time. Still, doing lower highs and lower lows. So it's in this downtrend. Been in this downtrend for a while. For me personally, I am not bullish, nor will I be bullish on Bitcoin until it creates a higher high. So, of course, we have this high right here. It would have to cross 64, and then, of course, put in a higher low. Now, all this takes time. This is on the daily right now. It's on the daily time frame, and just so we can kind of see what we're looking at. Now, we did come down here to the 52-ish area, just really quick, and then, of course, it came back up to about 53. Now, we do have this, pretty nice, very small, though, demand zone or area that it could go to support zone, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same for me, between 52 and 50. If we break this, and I think we are, because, again,
Really?
it would be very healthy if Bitcoin were to either go to 50, 52 and just sit there for a while, but it's such a small range. I think that it could come down to 40, 44 and go in this range. Kind of do this. And this is
I was going to say, it looks like there's a lot more support there.
Yes, a lot more support. So this one is very weak, and each candle represents a day. So this is a very weak support. However, this one, we have a very nice range, and this is really strong support. So if it does come down here, I doubt it'll stay. So we're looking at we're looking at this range, but to keep it nice and tight, it'd be right here between 41, 44. We need to be here for at least a month, 2 months. I would prefer 2 months before we go. And now what that's going to do, something like this. What we want is we need consolidation. So that's going to do something like this. It was very boring. And then of course we went up. Same thing here, just very boring. And then, of course, we went up. And then here, same thing, just very boring. So this is what we want. Even though we went down here, right now is the time to where it's going to start going up. We've been saying this for a long time, but just know that every day that passes is one day closer. And pretty soon, it'll be moon mission. But, now, as far as right now, I'll go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm sorry, I froze up a second. I was gonna ask. Now, you think it's gonna be really 2 months that long in a consolidation phase?
I hope so. We need it because if it's just there for like a week, that's really not consolidating. That's like 2 candles, 3 candles, 5 candles, 10 candles. That we need time to wind up. It's almost like a spring. We need time to wind up, and for people to start getting interested in Bitcoin again. All the institutions to start talking about Bitcoin again, all the news places talking about Bitcoin again. And as all that's building up, now we're building up the hype. And then once we break a level that everybody's looking at, then it's kind of like a forest fire. It just takes over.
Yeah, so it takes off.
That's my opinion. Yeah. But so here, this is on the 1 hour time frame. We had this, pretty nice dip. Started coming up. Now it looks like it came into this fair value gap. I did this last night for my group. It did come into this fair value gap, which is nice. It might come down, and we see this quite a bit. This little how it dumps, comes back. It doesn't come back down here. It just starts building liquidity, starts building areas of interest for the market makers to come down to. So all this right here is liquidity. All this is the market makers are very highly interested in putting the price just to bring it down, just to eat up some of this liquidity, and then make to here. But so in my opinion, I think the highest will go today, maybe, I don't know, 56.8 before it comes down and eats up this liquidity. Now it could just pass it though. And that's one thing that I hate about TA people is there's always a plan A, plan B. It's never, oh, this is going to happen, because if this does happen where it comes up and it comes down, great. But then you also have the possibility where it does find support right in this area, comes over here, and then now starts going up. So you have to treat this and trading in general level for level. If it gets rejected here, then you do this. If it finds support here, then you do this. So that's very important. That's all I got.
All right. Well, Techman is now in the house. Welcome, sir. Working but lurking. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Always glad to have you. Joe, I got one more question for you. Yeah. And I've watched a few different people who like to do the whole TA thing, and a couple of them have talked about Bitcoin going back down toward 24K.
No.
What do you think about that?
No, not 24K. So if we do go down, and we should, and I hope we do, if we do go down, we're looking at these are the levels. I mean, you can see it now.
Well, exactly. I agree with you, but yeah, I just thought that was pretty extreme. Maybe that was clickbait titles and clickbait whatever, but
yeah, I mean, there are levels here, but man, you would that is a drastic to 24 under 30. We'll just say under 30. So 12, some people are still saying 10, but if it's under 30, we're looking at everybody getting out of the market. Like, we pretty much everybody is going to Walmart, getting a bunch of toilet paper and freaking out. And that's literally that time.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Freaking out. So
that's funny.
But I don't see. I mean, anything can happen, but going under 30,
yeah, the likelihood is low.
That would be bad.
Yes,
if it goes under 30, multi-millionaires will be made, big time. First, just for spending 50 grand, buy whatever, and then just hold it for 2 years. And that 50 grand will turn into like 2.5 million or 4.3 million. So,
I agree. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. And you know what? Listen, Joe takes his time to be here every Monday morning and go through this for us. And I really appreciate it. And I want to make sure he knows I appreciate it. And again, make sure you go check out his channel if you haven't already done it. Link is in the description of this live stream. And just to remind you that every day, 3 p.m., this man is live going over stuff just like this. And if you have a coin you want him to go over, he'll even do that too. Joe, give them the 411 there.
Yeah, so I go live every Monday through Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's basically a free hour of mentorship. I talk about Bitcoin, we talk about your coin. If you have questions on indicators, I go over that. If you have questions on just like setups, I go over that. And then I show you how to trade. I show you the importance of the proper place to place a stop loss or a take profit area, or even hurts. Like my goal is to get rich with you. I mean, that's the plain and simple of it. And I want to teach people, and it gets me very frustrated and upset knowing that there's other mentors out there that won't give you the information you're asking for unless you join the group.
Right.
And it just gets me very upset. So if anybody asks me questions, you don't need to join my group. Here, I'll tell you what it is.
All right. Well, again, link in the description. Make sure you're giving Joe some love on that channel. I think you'll find it educational, and if nothing else, can't go wrong with free advice, because the concepts, support resistance. It's about as simple as it gets.
Right.
Simple as it gets, man. But anyway, listen, I wanted to round off with an interview that came out today. Bitcoin Magazine shared it. It was Michael Saylor, who was on, I think it was Squawk Box. I'm going to bring it up in 1 second. What's Techman saying here? I just want to retire. Amen, brother. Amen. Yeah. I'm with you. Anyway, let me bring that up real quick. And then we'll throw out or answer any last questions or whatever you got. Matter of fact, you have anything, go ahead, put it in the chat. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Here it is. And I forgot to put this in the live, in the description. So I'll put it in the live chat right now. So you can go ahead and see this whole thing on your own if you want to. But let me start it. It's about 1.5 minutes long, I think.
Bitcoin's 0.1% of the capital in the world right now. I think it's going to go to 7% of the capital.
7%.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to 13 million over 21 years.
13 million.
13 million. But what is it 5 years from now? You're in your 4-year calculus.
You know, it's been growing 44% a year with about a 40 to 50 vol. I would think it'll move on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25. And at some point, it'll be the S&P return plus 8%, and it'll be the S&P vol plus 8%, because it's always going to be a more global, open, free capital market.
How is there stuff that's above your pay grade? You're worth billions. I mean, we can say that. That is above our pay grade, but who gets to decide if it's above your pay grade?
He might have been it's below his pay grade.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Bitcoin's an expression in this view that you want to invest in an asset without counterparty risk, which means you don't want to be counterparty to a country, a currency, a city, a company, a commodity, or a culture, right? So people think it's a risky thing. It's all about people wanting to not take risk. They don't want to guess whether Picasso's or real estate in New York or NVIDIA stock will be higher in 10 years. They want to buy money. They want to buy 1/21 millionth of all the money in the world forever.
End it there, Michael. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah,
Michael,
exactly.
thank you.
Wrap that up. I don't know that we could say that much better there.
Yep.
That about sums it up.
To me, I find it very like I would never think in a million years that the soon-to-be president would encourage crypto, because in my opinion, crypto is to free people from the government, payment-wise, just everything. And yet, you know, we have a soon-to-be president, you know, in for Bitcoins or for crypto, really. So crypto's come a long way. Long way.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. And not just, I mean, we're talking president because that's like the, you know, top seat there. But I mean, a lot of people in the Senate, in the House, like
right,
pro crypto. I mean, you just got John Deaton in Massachusetts, won his primary. Now he's going up against Elizabeth Warren, which honestly, God willing, he'll win because she needs to go. She just needs to go. I don't care where you live. That's her anti-crypto.
Yeah. Oh, you froze again. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's super crazy as far as just everything going on right now.
Yep. It is. What's the saying here? I plan on buying BTC after Vegas if they don't take all my money. Okay, Tech Man, I got you. All right. Honestly, that I'm hoping helps to start out your week, give you a little perspective as to where exactly we are right now in the markets, crypto and otherwise, and you know, maybe where we're going for the week. Joe, anything else you want to add?
No, just you don't always have to be in a trade, and just know that take each trade level by level. You know, nobody knows what's going to happen. You can see what the market makers have done and what they might do, but you don't know what they're going to do. So it doesn't matter what indicator you have or what group you're in, like just take it level by level and you'll be all right. Have a stop loss too.
Yep. All right, guys, don't forget, a few hours from now, join Joe on his channel, link in the description of this stream, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be there, so I'll see you in the chat. But that's going to be it. Tomorrow, Matrix Money Podcast, 10 a.m., this channel and the Matrix Money Podcast channel. And we'll see you again later on that week, during the week. I'll talk to you guys later. Joe, thanks again for being here today. Really appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you.
All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
See ya.